Give 'em up to the big blue sky. We're gonna ride, yeah. Ooh.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bowman Solomon, um, coming to you from Los Angeles. So today, I want to do something special. I want to talk about the problems that I went through as a music producer running a recording studio. Back then in Burbank, California, I was running a recording studio, and with my mixes, this is some of the problems that I was facing. And now I've figured this stuff out. So I want to share the information and the skill that I've acquired to finally solve this problem. And also share some nightmare stories with you because as a as a music producer, mix engineer, running a musical studio, a recording studio, I had client who hire me to record for them, produce, and mix. And there was this particular uh, incident where I recorded a client, actually not just recording, I produced a client, and while I was doing that production, the artist hired somebody, a lady, to do their background vocal for them. So I was the one recording her as a music producer. I was recording the recording engineer as well. So I did that, and after we finished that project, it was probably like 10-song album. I produced it. I recorded most of the vocals with the artist and her. But after we finished that project, a few months later, probably a few months to a year, she reached out to me saying, "Oh, uh, I want you to mix a song for me that I produced." So I did the mix for her, thinking, "Oh man, I knocked this out the park." And she came back saying, "No, this is this isn't good at all." I was like, "Whoa, man!" And okay, sounds okay. So, well, how do you want the vocals? Blah blah blah. We go through the revision, and I did a second revision, send it back. She was like, I'm laughing now, but then it was like a dagger in my heart. And to cut the long story short, she just said, just send me my money back. And that was really heartbroken. It was heartbreaking, and I was really heartbroken. And that was not the first time that happened, believe it or not. And what I learned the hard way that nobody told me is once you mess up a vocal for an artist, bye bye. They will never come back to you. Like you lost that client forever. Like they gone. So, and I remember our word. She was like, "I know you're a good producer, but I don't like your mixes." Oh my god. Oh man, and you know how we are as a producer and artist, how we value, validation and stuff. That was harsh for me. It was a big pill to swallow, but also that incident and the other incidents that happened afterwards, those are the things that put the fire underneath me to actually figure out mixing. And if you heard my story, I've told it in multiple videos. I actually took a break from the studio for about 2 years to figure out this mixing stuff. And through that research and discipline, a whole bunch of germs came out of that. And all the courses that I've created on my website, bombingsolomon.com, and all the system that I created, they came out of those 2 years of sabbatical, just trying to figure out this mixed stuff. And I can give you a tip, or one of the things that I did was I stopped watching YouTube videos. And I'm telling you this on YouTube, but because that's the only way we can share information, unless you join my group. Then we can have this conversation off YouTube with just me, you, and the other recording studio owners and producers, where we can just have this in-depth conversation in our Zoom call. But I'm gonna start that very soon. If you're interested, just reach out to me, man. I'm available on social media. But anyway, back to the story. So what it was saying, what was I saying anyway? So what I did was I stopped watching YouTube videos and reading forums, because that's the only thing that was available to me then. Forums, Facebook group, YouTube video, trying to piece together, the mystery of how big label creates such a impactful mix and song, the sonic landscape that they create that you enjoy. And the few engineers that I love their mixes: Sabern Ganeer, Jason Joshua, Jack Poik, on a list of them. Manny Maricon, I love Manny stuff as well. You know, De Pensado as well. So I stopped doing all that. I went straight to the source. I found the stems of big records that I love their mixes, and I just study those stems like crazy. And maybe one of these days I'll actually show you guys what I do and see. I just slice them into pieces, trying to figure out, piece the puzzle together to see what they're doing, and practicing mixing like consistently. Within this 2 years break that I told you, I had a break from the studio. I practiced mixing like every day. I remember I just got married then, and my wife will be so pissed. She'll be in bed, I'll be mixing. Like, I mixed every day for probably 2 3 years. And I still do, occasionally, every now and then now, but not like before. So anyway, let's get to the training, the practical stuff. Okay. So the first one, poor vocal mixes. Nightmare. So we have to get the vocal mixes sounding good. I'm gonna show you some of the things that I found out, that I learned from multiple people, and my own spin on it. And if you're interested in getting my system, the Clapper system, is on my website. But I'm gonna be showing you some stuff. I'm actually gonna dig into the Clapper so you guys can see how I'm doing stuff. This is my Clapper bundles folder. You know. Let me move this way. I think it's better this way. So the Clapper bundle is right here. You can see this are all my research for different things. You can get this if you want on my website. But today I think I'm using the Clapper Lead Vocal Master X2000. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. That's RVox, REQ. Then it's going to parallel processing. Another parallel processing with the C6 and C4. Then 2 verb. Then parallel processing with the CLA. Then we're going to Silk, then a limiter. So let's solo this vocal and see what's going on there. Where is the verse? Okay, the verse starts from here.
She told me I had too many kids. Don't know what to do with them.
Okay. Let's turn that up to here. Just the dry vocal without nothing on.
She told me I have too many kids.
Okay. With the clapper vocal preset.
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over.
Okay, that sounds good to me. You know, I'm gonna want it a little brighter. Let me see.
Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer.
Okay, actually, the brightness is good. It might be this VSX that I'm using is dark when you're not using the plugin. So let's bring the plugin out so we can see.
He told me I work a 9 to 5.
Okay.
He told me I work a 9 to 5. He told me I work a 9 to 5. Hell, I've been working all my life. But at the end of the day, I trade it all in. Cause I'm falling. Said I'm drowning. I said, oh, oh, oh. Let's ride, come ride with me until you are.
Okay, that's not bad. So over the years of different experimenting and research, I figured out that vocals has to be balanced in the frequency range. So what I was doing is when you look at this range right here, so the high end part, the mid range, and the low mid, those are the the most important part of it. Let's just turn the clapper off and just dig in with the normal EQ and compression. So I'll probably do multi-band compression as well. So this is the dry vocal.
Hell, I've been working all my life. But at the end of the day, I traded.
So it's dull because of this. You see the energy drop right here from 2K. And we want it to be full frequency to be able to compete in the mix. So we have two options. We could just boost the 2K up right here, but boosting EQ is not bad. You know, you could boost, but there are better ways to do it. So.
Hell, I've been working all my life. But at the end of the day,
Like I think we're in the we're in the wrong track. Oh, that's not the best time for a tutorial. Mixing on the wrong track. Crazy. So.
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer. She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them.
This vocal, when we recorded it, back then we're using UAD. So UAD has this mixer on its own. You can put like a plug-in chain before you go into the DAW. So there was some compression in there. That's why you see the vocals sounding like that. So the only thing we just need to change is the tone.
She told me I have too many kids.
So
don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then
okay, now see, we wanted the highs. Now that we boosted the highs, we have another problem, which is the Hesses is jumping out.
She told me I have too many kids.
You hear that?
Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer. He told me I work a 9 to 5.
So, how do we fix those? Compression, multiband compression, de-esser, and most of the time I don't EQ directly anymore, so I'd rather do a parallel EQ with the original. So let's say this is the original, and I try to get that Hesses, the brightness and the presence that I want coming from.
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited.
Then put a compressor on it to tame it.
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer. He told me I work a 9 to 5. Hell, I've been working all my life. But at the end of the day, I trade it all in, 'cause I'm falling.
Okay, I like that presence. So if another thing I could do is add more overdrive or distortion to it, so it's not just EQ alone. So put that EQ to the presence frequency around 2K 3K area all the way to the top.
She told me I have too many kids.
You see, now it sounds better. That high frequency is more colored now without the overdrive.
She told me I have too many kids.
That's not bad, but with this,
She told me I have too many kids.
it's more colored. It has more harmonics going on in there. And we could just double that. If it's a vocal that's really dark, we could just double that and pile them up on each other at different frequency. And we have a parallel processing EQ on.
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer. He told me I work a 9 to 5.
Okay, so that's not bad. So I'll probably do another parallel processing with a mid-range, because vocals, from what I found out, vocal is very mid-rangey, so we want something in the mid-range. So mid-range that I like to focus on is from around 500 to 3K area. So let's hear that.
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer. He told me I work a 9 to 5. Hell, I've been working all my life. But at the end of the day, I trade it all in, 'cause I'm falling. Said I'm drowning. I said, oh, oh, oh. Let's ride, come ride with me till your worries die.
Okay, this is before.
She told me I have too many kids.
After.
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer. He told me I work a 9 to 5. Hell, I've been working all my life. But at the end of the day, I trade it all in, 'cause I'm falling.
See, I like that tone. So all we have to do is just try to balance the mid range and the eyes to taste to give us. Let me turn the VSS off. So turn your volume down a little bit.
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer.
You see, now we got some attack. Let me turn what I just did off without the processing.
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then
See?
I would have waited just a little while longer.
You see that we don't have any attack going right here.
She told me I have too many.
Now let's turn this back on.
She told me I have too many kids.
Wow, that sounds amazing right there. That's night and day. So another thing we can now do is we have a compressor right here to kind of control the overall sound, how we want to control it. And we also have a multiband compression to control anything that's jumping like crazy, to just catch anything and put them in steady mode. So
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer. He told me I work a 9 to 5. Hell, I've been working all my life. But at the end of the day, I trade it all in, 'cause I'm falling. Said I'm drowning. I said, oh, oh, oh. Let's ride, come ride with me till you worry.
wow, this sounds amazing. Oh wow, man. Bro, I have improved on vocals, man. I'm telling you. I used to suck at this like for years.
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer.
Anyway, so this all this type of mixing, I put them in the clapper, but I just showed you live how I'm doing this. Then the next thing is to add some delays and reverbs and stuff. I'm gonna use the Ableton Live stock plugins. And by the way, I only use stock plugins. Did you guys realize that? No third party plugins in this at all. And look at how great this is sounding. And so if anyone is telling you that you need to buy plugins to sound good, they don't really know what they're talking about, because I prefer to learn with the third party. If you hear my story, I talk about this in my story, because there was another incident that happened where I used to believe the lie that if I had a multi-million-dollar studio, I'll be able to create amazing sound. And one day, all the equipment that I was talking about just showed up in my studio in just 24 hours. I had access to all of them. And I did all the mixes, and it still sounded bad. So I stopped using them as crutch. I learned with just third-party plugins. I mean, not third-party, with the stock plugins. And I made sure I knew everything that the stock plugins were doing, so I don't fool myself thinking I'm learning how to mix, but I'm relying on third-party plugins because they sound better. Yes, I still use third-party plugins, by the way, but I didn't start using them again until I made sure I could create something I love just stuck with the stock plugins alone. It's a good training. So if you want to learn, that's how you should learn. That's how I learn. So there is no excuse if you go into a studio and they don't have the third-party plugin that you rely on. Then what are you gonna do then? You be like, oh, I can't perform. All I need is give me basic EQ, compressor, reverb, delay, saturation, distortion plugin. I can make anything sound good. I just did it in front of you with 3 plugins: EQ, compressor, 1 distortion, and compressor and multiback compressor did the same thing. And I'm not even using this compressor really. It's not really doing anything really. Let's see.
She told me I have to.
Yeah, it's not doing
She
anything.
told me I have too many kids.
It's just there. I can
Don't
still
know
turn it
what
up.
to do.
I might as well turn it up. So you see, I did that right in front of you.
She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer. He told me I'm working 9 to 5. Hell, I've been working all my life. But at the end of the day, I trade it all in. Cause I'm falling, said I'm drowning. I said, she told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer. He told me I'm working 9 to 5. Hell, I've been working all my life. But at the end of the day, I trade it all in. Cause I'm falling, said I'm drowning. I said, let's ride, come ride with me till your worries die. She told me I have too many kids. Don't know what to do with them. If I could start over, then I would have waited just a little while longer. He told me I'm working 9 to 5. Hell, I've been working all my life. But at the end of the day, I trade it all in. Cause I'm falling, said I'm drowning. I said, let's ride, come ride with me till your worries die. She told me I have too many kids.
All right, let's move to the next one because that's vocal for you right there. You know, I just gave you some game. Use it wisely. Okay, that's 30 minutes. So this is going to be part 1. So I'm going to stop this video and go to the next topic. Stay tuned for part 2.